The greatest need of people is not healing. Healing is good. The man is going to be healed. The greatest need of people is not deliverance. It's not prosperity. It's not miracle. The greatest need is salvation, forgiveness of sin. Church, please, let me explain. Sometimes people are sick, and we do not know the last sickness somebody will have before he passes on to the great beyond. And you're concerned about the healing, the miracle for that person. Maybe you might call me, might call any of our leaders. And this challenge we have is that this person is sick. We want you to pray. And then instead of praying, we're checking up. Do you have any sin unconfessed? Any sin secret? Any sin that if Christ should come today, you might not make it to glory? And the person who called becomes agitated. We're not asking for, all these questions, sin, holiness, this and that. What we want now is healing. Please, don't intrude. Leave the minister to probe, so that forgiveness, salvation, regeneration, which is more important, will be settled. And then after we've settled that, and the person has the assurance, sins forgiven, soul saved, we can now pray for healing. I'm not sorry to tell you that there are times I'm called upon to pray for such and such. And I know the brother hearing me will not mind. He's a preacher, a teacher, a pastor like myself. I was called, and as I was called, we need urgent prayer. And I knew about the problem even before that call. We had, spoken before. And so eventually the pastor spoke to me about the person who had the challenge. And I said, is she with you there? And he said, yes. I said, then I need to talk to her, just to make sure that things are all right spiritually. And then we'll pray for the healing. And we leave the healing in the hand of God. It was just, recently. And then I prayed. And I knew God's will be done. I said I knew God's will be done. What's God's will? God knows. In her own case, it was God's will to call her home. She died, went home a few days after the prayer. Now, everybody doesn't get healed because God knows the time where to leave. And so every time we pray for those who are sick, whatever kind of sickness, we understand forgiveness is number one. We understand salvation is number one. We understand restoration is number one. And so let's have that emphasis in our mind.